Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got some great news if we go over here. Elegant Themes, the makers of the Divi theme, Divi 5 in this case, are giving away 8 free sections of 404 designs. And for anybody that doesn't know, if somebody navigates to your website and goes to a page that doesn't exist or there's a problem, it'll give a 404 error, and I'm sure you've seen them before. So if I just type in anything random that I haven't got a page of that name, it's going to pop up a 404 page like this, and this is one of their layouts, and I'll show you how to download and install this and configure it for your 404 pages. We've got a little button there, will take us back to the home page. Really easy to do, so let's get started. I'll put this URL down below. First thing you're going to want to do is check them out. So if we go down, you hit the preview button. Here are the designs. There's the one I use. We'll use that one again, perhaps. So to download them, if we roll back up here to the menu, download 8 404 designs for free. Now, when you get down here, it may ask you to put in your email address. I'm already signed into my Elegant Themes account, so it's going to let me download the files. It's going to download them to your default download location. Once downloaded, it's going to download them as a zip file. We need to extract them. I'm going to right click and extract here. And it's going to give us 2 folders there. We've got some style versions, which are the ones you see over here. And it's got some unstyled versions right here. I'm going to go into the styled ones. And both these folders will give you the same options. Here are our downloaded JSON files, and they correspond 1 through 8 to 1 through 8 of the designs here. Or if you want to upload them all, you can use this one at the bottom. It says all beside it. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, how to get them on your site. If we go to your site, we're using the Divi 5 theme. Unfortunately, these are not compatible with Divi 4. I did try, but the layouts are not compatible with Divi 4, so it won't load. We're using Divi 5 here. So what we need to do is go down to Divi, to the Divi library right here. Here's the one that I downloaded previously. Let's get rid of that one. Now I'm going to go up to Import and Export. Click on that. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to hit Import because we want to import them. Where it says no file selected there, if I just pull this over so you can see. I'm going to use number 8 again. I'm just going to left click and drag it, drop it where it says no file selected there. Or you can browse to it by hitting choose file and going to your download locations. I'm not going to check import presets. I'm going to import Divi builder layouts. And it'll reload. And there it is again. So to make this work on your 404 page, we need to create a little custom template. Really easy to do. If we now go down to our theme builder, still under Divi here, theme builder. Here's the one I created before. It's just a custom body. Let's trash this whole thing and we'll start from scratch. Save the changes. Let's just refresh this page quickly. Now if I do a bad link up here, it'll give us a generic 404 page. There it is like that. As you saw for the one earlier, it's much more interesting. So let's go back. Okay, so we've gone down to Divi in the theme builder. Once at the theme builder, I'm going to go over here to add a new template. I'm going to build a new template. Right down the bottom here, I'm going to select the 404 page. And for anybody that watched yesterday's video, if you wanted to do a custom search results page, we put a search bar in the top there. You can do that here also, and I'll do that in another video. So once we've got the 404 page selected, we'll create template. As you can see, it's put in there. We're using the custom header and footer that we've got everywhere else. Now I'm going to add a custom body. Now we can't add from the library because it's not a page template, it's actually a section. So we're going to go ahead and build custom body. We go ahead and build from scratch. By default, it puts in a section and prompts us to put in a row. I'm just going to add a new section. This is where we can add it from the library, add from the library. There it is, styled 404 section 8. I'm going to use this section. Fantastic. We popped it in there. We can get rid of this section at the top. We just take a look at this. Looks like it's going to work well. I want to make sure that it's got 100% viewable height on all devices. So my section here, I was quite surprised to see that they hadn't done that already, but they were using viewable height in the padding up here, and I'm going to change that too. I'll just show you how you can customize this just a little bit. So I'm going to give it a minimum height of 100 viewable height VH. That way it's always going to be full screen on all devices. Now this is all very well. If we go into the button here, they've actually put a dynamic link in, which is great. If we look under content, here's the link, and it's linking to the home page. Obviously, you can change that to anything you want, but that's pretty standard to have it going back to your home page. I would like to put my logo in here too, though. So if we look at the page structure over in wireframe view, we've got our section, we've got a row, a single column, we've got our heading and button. I want to add my logo, so I'm going to add an image module. There it is right there. Fantastic. I'll put in my light color logo. Great. And I want this to be up above the heading there. Great. Just to show you what's going on, if we flip back. That's great, but it's way too far down for me. They've done this with padding instead of using the great new flex system, so I'm going to switch it around. If we go back into the actual column it's in, or the section, or the row, we're in the section right now. Let's have a look at the spacing. They're using viewable width for theirs. I'm going to take that away. I'm just going to reset it so it'll float back up to the top. I'm going to use a fantastic new flex system, which is still in the section. We're still on design layout at the top here. It's set to flex already. I want mine to be dead in the middle. Perfect, just like that. And that's all there is to it, really. Once you're happy, we can save our changes. Exit the visual builder. We want to make sure everything's saved on this page. Now if we go back to the website, I type in an incorrect URL up here, it's going to pop up with that newly styled 404 page. And as you can see, it looks a lot better than the generic one was there. And back to home button, we'll take you back there. Of course, if you wanted to, you could add a dynamic link also to the logo. Just click on it. Link down below. To add a dynamic link, go over to the little hamburger icon, click on it. Homepage link. Or of course you can put any link in there you want. If you wanted to change out that background, I think it works pretty well for me. On tablet and mobile, it does shrink down a little bit too much though. It's sort of O on tablet and partial O on mobile. But I haven't got a problem with that. If you want to, you can put different images for each style. Pretty sure that's going to be in the section. Let's have a look up here. We'll go into the section. Background's always under content. There it is, the third tab along. There's that actual image. And of course, you can swap it out for whatever you want. Want something fairly dark. Let's throw in one of these crazy cars, perhaps. And you can also blend it with a background color if you want to make it more legible. I noticed they had a blue up the front here. It's kind of a nice blue. We go back to our image. We can roll down background image blend, multiply it with that blue. Makes that a lot more legible. And of course, if you wanted to change it on tablet and mobile, on tablet you could have a completely different one. Let's have that one perhaps. And again, it's blended with the blue. And then on mobile, you could have a completely different one again. That actually works quite well. Let's put a different one in on mobile. It's crazy fella, perhaps. So we'd have that on mobile, this on tablet, and this on desktop versions. Again, we'll save the changes, exit out, make sure everything's saved on this page. We'll go back up here. Again, type in a bad URL. And there it is. Really easy to customize. Really nice little option for a 404 page. Let's go back home. So again, I'll put this URL down below the video. It really is that easy. So I hope you enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them if I can, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.